Moving on, second game of the night, we have the Oakland A's taking on the Chicago White Sox, 8 o'clock Eastern Time game. First game of their regular season's matchup. Um, right now, the way the odds are looking like, it looks like it's basically a pick 'em. You could either pick any team and almost get the same value. Oakland minus 115, Chicago White Sox minus 105, so pretty even. Abhishek, second game of the night, we got the A's taking on the White Sox. Who you got?
Value game of the day. I love Oakland in this game. Okay, we get to the matchups here. Oakland 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing very well. Yeah, they lost 2 games to the Rangers, which you don't want to see, but it happens. And to be honest, they've actually had a little bit, not struggle, but the Rangers have beat them up a little bit a couple times. They found the number a little bit, but still. Now we get to Frankie Montas, who is the pitcher for the Oakland A's. He has recently been there. Him and Chris Bassett have carried them, and in his last 7 starts, he has a 2.5 ERA, which is phenomenal. And actually, Montas is better on the road than at home. He hasn't given up more than 3 runs in any of his last 7 starts. The worst start he gave up was 3 runs, and even that's a quality start. That's not a bad start. So he's had 7 straight quality starts. Then we get to the Oakland A's lineup. They're 27-17 against lefties, and that's exactly what the White Sox present today. Dallas Keuchel. Now we get to Dallas Keuchel, and before I get to that, White Sox 5-5 in their last 10. The one game they've won in this last 5-game streak was the game that we picked, where that Field of Dreams game where Tim Anderson had the walk off. Besides that, the White Sox recently have not played well. They're 5-5. They're not bad. They're not great. I'm telling you, they don't care. I'm not going to say they don't care because they're professionals, but they know that, listen, man, we're just waiting for the playoffs. This division is ours. We're 10 games above. Nobody catching us. We out here, we're basically hitting batting practice, getting our numbers in, pitching, you know, they're just playing. They don't really have – I'm pretty sure they'll tell you there's nothing missing there, but there is a difference when you know the division is ours and we're going to go to the playoffs regardless. So I think that has made a difference for them. And besides that, the White Sox as a team, we get to the pitching matchup. Dallas Keuchel, man, he is no longer the pitcher that was in Houston. He has struggled mightily. He's basically just a guy out there pitching for innings. Someone to go out there, pitch for 5-6 innings, so that way they have somebody out there just to pitch for them. And it's sad to say because he was once he's a Cy Young winner. He was one of the best pitchers in baseball at the time. But recently, not just recently, but in his career against Oakland, he's has a ERA north of 5, which is awful. So Oakland has had his number in his entire career. The last 4 times that Keuchel has started a game for the White Sox, they have lost all 4 of them. In his last 7 starts, 5.7 ERA. Man, he losing to the Twins. He losing to the Royals. He is not competing against the bad teams. Forget the good teams. Against the bad teams, he can't stop them. So the Oakland A's, they're 2 games behind, the 2.5 games, if I'm not mistaken, behind the Houston Astros for the division.
Mm-hmm.
The Oakland A's know because they've been in the wild card a couple times in the past couple of years, and they've lost multiple times. They don't want to play in the wild card. They want to win the division somehow so they can host a series. One game, anyone can lose. I don't care who you are. One game, David versus Goliath, it don't matter. Anyone can win, anyone can lose. And you don't want to be in that situation. So that's why the A's have something to play for here. The White Sox really don't. They're just playing to play and keep a rhythm. There's a mismatch on paper, in my opinion. Minus 110, minus 115, as Arun mentioned. That is phenomenal value. I guess the only if this was flip-flopped, if this was in Oakland, I would say it'd probably be like minus 140, minus 130 maybe. But this game is being played in Chicago, and they do play better in Chicago, but I don't give a shit. I think Oakland A's is a play here. Pitching advantage goes to the A's. The lineup, for the season, the lineup goes to the White Sox, but for this game, I would give the lineup advantage to the A's. And then we get to the bullpen. The bullpen has been used a lot recently for the White Sox. Against the Yankees, they used all their relievers a lot, so I would give that advantage also to the A's. A's all across, minus 110, minus 115. This is phenomenal value.
All right, guys. So the second game of the night, leaning towards the A's. We feel like they have something to play for, sitting 2.5 games behind that first spot in their division.